In my previous vlog, I shared my 33-hour trip in Taipei. This time, we'll focus on something aviation geeks love, the airlines and aircraft I flew on. For this journey, I flew with EVA Air and Philippine Airlines, and let's take a closer look at how they compare. I'm flying with EVA Air Flight BR262, a first time for me. I've been looking forward to this because it's also my first time flying on the Boeing 777-300ER, and AvGeeks will understand the excitement. The check-in queue is long, so I'm bracing my feet for a very long but exciting day. Check-in and immigration are done, and I'm now making my way to gate 6. My plane is there, arrived from Taipei as BR261. Now waiting at the gate, and I'm amazed by just how massive the Boeing 777-300ER is. Boarding time, a small personal tradition for safe skies. I always give the plane a gentle tap before stepping on board. We take off into the night, city lights sparkling below. I've always had a soft spot for night and early morning flights. There's something peaceful and magical about them. Our flight to Taipei is about 1 hour and 50 minutes, cruising comfortably at 35,000 feet above sea level. A meal is served on board with only fish, along with fresh salad and fruit platter. EVA Air uses a steel cutlery, which adds a nice premium touch to the experience. 30 minutes to landing. I specifically selected a seat on the east side of the plane to see the sunrise. However, the weather is not cooperating. Arrive on time at Taipei Taoyuan Airport. I move on to my Taipei and Keelung itinerary with a highlight on plane spotting at Taipei Songshan Airport. While walking towards the airport, I received a notification that my flight to Manila that evening had been cancelled. When I arrived at the airport, I spoke with Philippine Airlines and they rebooked me on a new flight the next day. They also offered a meal voucher, hotel accommodation, and complimentary airport transfers to and from the hotel. My aircraft arriving, an ex-Garuda Indonesia Boeing 777-300ER, registration number RPC7783. Arriving late from Manila, delayed again. I was especially excited for this flight because it was my first time flying on PAL's Boeing 777-300ER. I've always been chasing the chance to ride this aircraft. Finally, it was boarding time, tapping the plane again for tradition. These are the amenities inside PAL's 777, an IFE, a bit outdated but better than none. Headphones, a magazine, and the safety card. Finally, we're taking off. Let's hear the GE engines of the Boeing 777-300ER. journey back to Manila is 1 hour and 15 minutes and we cruise at 34,000 feet above sea level. The service in Philippine Airlines is different from EVA Air on this same route as they don't offer full meal tray but giving meal boxes instead. They also use wooden cutleries. I opted for chicken first, then I requested for another one, a fish, which same as I had from EVA Air.
Love review. Love review. At dalawang pagkain ako kanina. Chicken tsaka fish. Coaching Manila na. Landing na.
Both airlines are full service carriers, no questions about that. However, when it comes to overall experience, EVA Air clearly delivers a more premium product. Starting with the aircraft, although both operate 9 abreast economy seating, the experience on board was noticeably different. On EVA Air, the in-flight entertainment system was fully functional, while on Philippine Airlines, the IFE was unavailable during my flight. Service-wise, EVA Air provided a complete meal tray with proper entries, giving that classic full-service feel. Philippine Airlines, on the other hand, offered meal boxes, and while I did receive extra servings, the presentation and experience felt more basic in comparison. But given it's a short hop, that should be considerable. That said, regardless of these differences in service and amenities, there's one thing that should never be compromised or compared lightly, and that is safety. On this front, both airlines remain at the same uncompromising standard, and that matters most. Now, when we talk about value, the number become even more interesting. For this trip, EVA Air's fare was around 30% cheaper than Philippine Airlines, significantly boosting its overall value proposition. Final verdict, I will always have a soft spot for Philippine Airlines. It is, after all, my home airline, but on this particular trip, considering the service, onboard experience, and fare value, EVA Air takes the win.